What up, what up? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk and Healthy Food, y'all. I'm chopping it up right now with a real one. Shout out to No Lenses 2020 podcast. Look them up on YouTube. He's talking some real shit. So flat out to the point, I just read this article. And of course, we're all aware about the new frenzy of 5G and how they're tricking the retarded motherfuckers and the motherfuckers who have interest into what the effects would have on themselves and their children and their family members. This video's for you. So 5G in itself. So 5G cell towers emit frequencies as high as 300 GHz. So what is that? Gigahertz. Um, 5G technology requires ultra high intensity since the shorter length millimeter waves used in 5G they don't travel as far. With our current number of cell towers, the cell signal will not be reliable. So, just a a a, a, a briefing. What they want to do is install these towers, and apparently, due to the article that I just read, um, from the Columbus Dispatch. So Columbus is going to be their startup city. So they're going to be about 40 feet tall, which I saw this in a video too. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube about this, about the sizes and close in feet that they'll be put together, somewhere between like 10 and 20 feet apart. Um, and what's so ill is like this new generation of technology is supposed to be better, yet the signal isn't reliable. So these things have frequencies. Our phones, like we even read articles of our phones having impacts on our health. Like, when they had that video of the baby who was holding the phone and the damage that it could do to the child's eyes and face. That how it damages the tissue inside of the face. So just thinking about this, of how close that is and all that shit that's going to be pushed up on you, people with medical conditions and babies and shit are going to be affected first. So that is super crazy. And then, I mean, you don't even have to go far for this information. It's Googleable than a motherfucker. Just type in 5G motherfucker and then boom. So the effects, they are linked to, because these frequencies carry radiation as well. And some of the effects are memory loss, headaches, changes in vision, mood and sleep disorders, and possibly leukemia. I mean, they don't even say possibly. I'm adding possibly to try to sugar it up a little bit. It says sleep disorders and leukemia. Boom, pow. Like, they're not even trying to. So the rollout of 5G and the infrastructure to support it will only increase our risk of suffering major health issues down the road. What the motherfuck is that? Okay. So basically, what got me fired up is that this article here from the Columbus Dispatch. Basically, it's an article that told a story of basically telecommunications. they just These people just woke up and they had a 40-foot motherfucking pole right in the front of their house. What bugged me out is they were more worried about the aesthetic of the neighborhood rather than the fact they got this chemical pole outside of their fucking window. So, and what's also ill is that the people who are supposed to be leading the city are basically saying, and I quote, Who is this nigga? Grove City Mayor Ike Stage said he was not aware of any tower being installed in his city. Now you mean to tell me you had no idea that some big ass 40-foot pole with all kind of they got to dig. They got to dig first. First of all, they got to contact the utility companies to mark the lines in the street first. Then they got to get that cleared before they could dig. Once it's cleared, then they can start digging, ensuring that they're avoiding water lines, gas lines, electric lines, cable lines, internet lines. So where was this motherfucker's antennas when they was getting the clearance first? You're a whole motherfucking mayor. And then he gonna say it's out of our hand. It's above you now, nigga. You pulling that? Okay, wow. Okay. So then scrolling back through the article, what also stuck out to me is the fact that now when I'm at work and these people call about people just working on their street, I could dig it now. I could dig it now. Um, what stuck out to me is this area in Columbus, Brighton Road. They said it's a designated city historic uh, district, which means that it has historical and financial value due to the history of that specific area, right? So they have to get approval for paint colors, roofs, decks, and various changes that would affect the aesthetic of the community, right? So you mean to tell me a motherfucker got to get approval to paint the window sills blue, but you don't know about no 40-foot pole that's gonna be emitting 300, what the fuck was it? Hella motherfucking dangerous ass radiation filled frequencies. Like, yo, we really got to I'm more or less talking to myself. I I got to really say my mind. We got to number one, get our Africa plan together. We got to number two, well, number one, get that coinage together. If it ain't time to, if right now ain't the time to go the hardest, this is the time where you really got to go hard. I'm getting that feeling that I had in '08. I get these feelings, but bear with me. But as you're starting to see, my feelings becoming true. Like, look at the R. Kelly video. I told you, was something wrong with that bitch, and boom, pow. She's a whole scammer. Her and her scamming ass daddy. Them bitches was looking for a come up. But I'm off topic. Here's the feeling. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This feeling that I had in '08 when Obama's black ass motherfucking got elected. Niggas was playing my president's black, my Lambo's blue, right? Meanwhile, I'm holding my cup of Henny in the truck thinking, why they let this black ass nigga in here for what though? You mean to tell me after all these years and all these presidents, now all of a sudden we got this black dude in here and it's official? This is whole America. This kind of shit don't happen in America. And what he do? Nothing for us. Not a goddamn thing for us. We didn't even get a nickel back. Right? Nothing. But what he do? Implemented the gay shit. Implemented, signed in executive orders for martial law. He set up these plays for these crackers. And we was like, yes, yeah, yeah, for the shit, right? So the feeling I'm getting now inside, this ain't no motherfucking warning, y'all. This ain't no warning. See, in '08, here's a little insight. I was getting it up and I was making the kind of money where I could, be on debt. And I had this feeling like, I think niggas really should be stacking up and being ready to remove ourselves, getting our money and turning it into a transferable good, figuring out ways to barter, figuring out ways to live on the go. Because I think getting your passport, finding another source of currency, you know, turning your American dollars into different currency. Because in a minute, because our dough went from like 80 something cents per dollar, now it's in 70 cents, you know, and this is the time where we got to start stacking it up and looking for that exit plan. You got to think about the story of Anne Frank. You either going to jump on that train or your ass going to be stuck in that attic. And you got to figure out what the fuck and where you going to be with it. Now, some people might ride it out like the hurricanes and Katrina and get flooded the fuck out. And other niggas might be in another city while they had their chance. Because once these motherfuckers, just like them niggas, where they was stuck and they had to cross that bridge in Katrina and that city didn't let them in. Them government officials had niggas with guns, not letting them cross that borderline over the bridge. So, this is that same feeling that I'm getting here. We're kind of getting hit at. We're not kind of getting hit. I'm trying not to go off on a tangent and not cuss so much. We're getting hit at all angles, environmentally, financially, politically. If you're black, all aspects of your black ass life. So we gonna really have to, and whatever it is for you and your children, you're gonna have to sit with yourself, and you're gonna have to figure out. Hold on, y'all. Pause for the call. Life of living with roommates. But you gotta think about what's realistic to you. And I'm gonna take heed to my own words because of what the feeling that's this situation is conjuring up inside. And I don't think I'm gonna, just speaking personally from my experience, I don't think niggas is gonna get no second chance. This might be that one warning, you know, um, this might be that warning, you know what I mean? And I don't know for myself or, anybody else what that would be. Would be relocating to Africa be realistic? Or would me purchasing some land somewhere and kind of hiding myself out like a survivalist? I don't know. I know that's the kind of life that I want to live. I always wanted. That's always been my dream, to kind of to remove myself completely. I want nothing to do with these motherfuckers. I don't want anything to do with anybody's religion, politics, nothing. I just want to be a regular ass person and do what the fuck I want to do. I don't even want the food that they make. I'm starting to go off. Listen,
I know you said to the boss, but I want to say something to you. Nah, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you wholeheartedly. You are not getting off of no topic or subject because everything that you talk about has everything to do with what you've been put when you start talking about. Because this new 5G shit is it's getting affect a lot of shit. It's getting ready to affect how you buy food. You know.
and you know what? When you mentioned that, I really do. I can't appreciate what the world is turning into. It's starting to feel too close. It's starting to feel, and just to wrap that up, that's that on that 5G action. But I'm gonna move on a little bit. It's too close. I recall when I was little seeing a cartoon where they had cameras everywhere. I don't know if it was The Simpsons or I don't know what it was, but it was one of those satire type cartoons, and they had the cameras everywhere. But this was before that shit was really happening. Now you go down to the Kroger and or the Walmart or the wherever store, and you got a camera in your face. I'm speaking in the camera. My phone got a camera. You know,
My phone got a camera. Two of them, front and back.
front and back, front and back. And I don't know if I'm feeling that anymore. Yeah, and I don't know if I'm feeling that shit no more. I really I just think that I might want to take my little $10, go get me a Virgin Mobile, something, because I don't know. I'm starting to get this like trapped feeling, you know. I'm starting to feel trapped. I'm starting to feel, when I just read off the effects of the 5G, I'm like, damn, I'm experiencing some of that shit. And I don't know if it's due to the high stress or is it because I'm being exposed to all this stuff all the time. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I know we may have an opportunity to get ourselves away. Or are they going to come to us like the thief in the night that they warned us about? Is this the thief in the night that they were referring to? Where they were going to pop up and you have this chemical tower in the front of your house? Is that the thief in the night? I don't know. I don't like it though. I don't fucking like it. And how come there's no huge ass, you know, protest about this? I mean, I know we got so much going on with every fucking thing. It's like, damn, they kidnapping our women, they're shooting our men, our dollars losing, you know, our country's trying to start wars, you know, our leaders don't give a fuck about us. They never did. I don't know. It's just so big. And I know, like, big things, we gotta give it to God, but then you gotta take your action too. I don't want you to be no fool. So it's like, I don't know what to do with all this information sometimes. You know? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But hey, nigga had to get some wine on that one. Uh, nigga had to hit a little bit of that red real quick. Like, yo, I got too deep on myself. Not too deep. I mean, just speaking real facts, I don't know. But all I know is I need me a farm and I grow my own everything, make my own wine, and then, cause I don't want nothing from the motherfuckers. Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. I want that 1G. I want that 1G action on my farm. Nigga, I want that dial up. Nigga, I want to ask Jeeves. Nigga, I don't want to ask Google. I want to ask Jeeves, nigga. I want to hear you got mail type shit. I want to dial up, nigga. That's what I want. We ain't gonna have wireless. No, we gonna have all the cords. For real, I don't want none of that. All this surveillance, all these fucking cameras. You always got eyes on you and shit. I don't like that shit. That's why I dress all weird and bummy at down at the stores, Cause I don't want to be like seen. I want to blend into the back. And they could be like, yeah, she was here at 205 and 215 and 5 minute increments and shit. But listen, I'm gonna wrap this up because I told y'all I wasn't fucking with y'all, but here I am fucking with y'all. Am I? Tell me what you think. Am I bugging? Is the 5G something to really be concerned about, or
Yeah.
I'm asking my audience? You know, or how do you guys feel? Do you think, how do you feel about the 5G? Just in general, leave it in the comments. Hit me up on the gram. I want to know exactly how you feel. Don't ignore me. Interact, like, comment, and subscribe. Check you on the next one. Peace. Two fingers. These motherfucking weirdos is always plotting on us.